Welcome to Ivycreates. This is Deanna Carroll. I'm going to be making a box today. This is an old cigar box, and we're going to be covering it with a napkin and then doing some custom painting on it. I like to do those and make them into jewelry boxes. You can use them for lots of different things. You can finish the inside if you have any of that little sticky back foam. You can always put that in there to make it soft if you want to make it a jewelry box. Or you can just put a book in it. You can do whatever. Now, I've picked this napkin. I did have several to choose from. I go to Tuesday morning to get my napkins. It's a store locally. And I get the really pretty napkins and decide which way I want to go with them, how I want it to look. So this napkin, I've got to take the backing off of it, which all the napkins have a backing, and you'll see it's kind of transparent once you take the backing off, and it is not easy to get off. I guarantee you that. So I painted the box white because on the white part, if you have a color, being that the napkin's somewhat transparent, it will come through. So as you can see. So now I'm getting ready to Mod Podge it down, and I'm using the polyacrylic min wax, even though it's in the Mod Podge bottle, and I'm putting it down generously on the box. And when you do that, you want to be ready with your napkin, and you don't want to move the napkin around much at all, so make sure that you put it exactly where you want it and how you want it. You can tear edges, you can do whatever you want that way, but you can't move it a whole lot because it starts to tear. So if you put it down, kind of leave it and let it dry like that. And all I did was press down on the little areas to make sure that it was in contact completely with the polyacrylic and, stuck to it. So I would wait till it dries to go over it with another coat of the polyacrylic, just because I don't want to have the napkin too wet, because it basically dissolves in your fingers if you do that. A quick side note, this is a little wood transfer that I did, and I just put some polyacrylic down on the wood, and I used a regular printer to print this out backwards, and then I put it on the wood, let it dry, then went over the top of it with water and kind of rolled off all the paper, and it came out to be a little sign that looks great. And I have other videos like that, so please go and look at my other videos that show you more detail. Now, I've been drying this. You could actually sand the edges off if you wanted to. I just kind of pulled them off in places and stuff, and you go and you sand the edges and you let it dry and all that. And this is Dixie Belle Duck Egg, I believe it's Duck Egg blue paint, and I'm just going to go around the edges and everything to make it all blend. And I wanted to blend in some other pieces, so I'm painting over the top of the napkin. I didn't go over it with another Mod Podge yet or anything, but I'm painting over the top of the napkin to finish it off and to make it blend with everything. And also, while I'm doing that, I'm painting the sides because I want them to also blend in the same colors. It's just how to custom make it with the little napkin. So it's very pretty. Comes out to be a wonderful little box, and great for gifts, great for books, great for just about anything, presents, or just to have sitting on your dresser. I like to take it a little bit more personal, and I will add more to it. I like to use the blue and the gold that will come in with it. And hold on one second. There's the gold. It's the royal gold that I like to use, the royal gold by Folk Art. That way I tend to use it for just about anything. And I'm going to be using a dry brush and just kind of brushing it over the wrinkly parts of the napkin to get a little bit of texture to it and add some more fanciness because I like gold. I even put gold in most of my colors, like black and red and orange and yellow. Just a little bit of gold to give it that little sheen. So you can see me dry brushing it onto this and making it to where it's going to be all pretty. Adding a little bit more gold to the sides. I like this box. This is the second time that I've done a box similar to this. I did one before and gave it to a friend of mine, and I just really liked the way it came out. So that is why that I decided to go ahead and do it again and re-record this video, because the first recording was really rough. So I wanted to re-record the video. Now I'm getting close to being done with it, as you can see. And there's really not a whole lot left to do other than to Mod Podge it. And so I'm going to pour that generously. That's the polyacrylic men wax that I'm using, not actual Mod Podge. I have it in a Mod Podge bottle, but it's not actually that. So you can see the Mod Podge kind of just seals everything and makes sure that it won't tear and things like that. Of course, you want to be gentle with it. But, you know, a secondary life for a nice cigar box. And you can see, dry it off a little bit more. Now you can just let it sit and dry. I don't have the patience for that, so I usually use my heat gun to dry it faster. So and if you like this video, please subscribe and hit the notifications bell and like it and share it. I would love to put a lot more videos out there, and I hope you check them all out and enjoy them. So I'm really new to this, and these are some of my first videos. So I'm just trying to make sure that everything is done on the box and nice and dry, and that is going to be just about it. I don't really have to do anything else to it if I don't want to. So you can see it all dry and all over my fingers as well. Sorry about the mess, folks. It's just the way I work. But you can see the opening clasp and how it's, you know, make sure it still opens and everything, because you don't want to paint the sides shut. And let's see, I think that's going to be it. Thank you for watching so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. And stay tuned for my next videos.